Hey y'all, Adam the Exacto Guru here. I'm going to kind of change the pace of my channel for a bit here. I've decided to continue the trend from last week and discuss my new spiritual views. The topic for today's video will be a discussion of the deity Brigid, whom I have been beginning to adopt practice toward. As such, I hope you'll find this informative and fun, and if not, I hope you'll bear with me. Brigid is often seen as one of the most transcendent deities in the Celtic pantheon. Many aspects of her story have been intertwined and interwoven with multiple traditions. As a result of the adaptations over the centuries, she has been known by many names such as Bride, Bridie, Brigid, Brigid, Brigida, Brigana, Brigantonia, Brigia, Briginti, and Brigantia. I will be sticking largely to the pronunciation Brigid, as it is what sounds most correct to my ear. She survives today in the Catholic religion as Saint Brigid, or Brigid, one of the three patron saints of Ireland. The Irish Catholics even retain celebration of Imbolc, which is her feast day, a topic I will cover in a future video. In legend, she was the daughter of the Dagda. Born at the exact moment of sunrise, the sun blessed her birth with its warm glow. As an infant, she was fed milk from a sacred cow, and the bees would bring her magical nectar from her apple orchard in the other world. In adulthood, Brigid married Brez and bore him 3 sons, each a great warrior in his own right. Her lamentation over the battlefield death of her son Rudan would ensure her position as a deity of peace and unity. Brigid is the patroness of poetry, healing, cattle, and smithcraft. The attributes ascribed to her are light, inspiration, and those skills associated with fire. Her association with fire is further viewed as domain over the fires of inspiration, the home, and the forge. As such, traditionally, she was viewed as neither abstraction or fiction, remaining inseparable from the aspects of daily life. Devotees do not typically draw a distinction between the inner and outer world, instead seeing the two as interconnected. As patroness over poetry, Brigid holds domain over bardic lore, meaning some of her devotees are the keepers of culture and education. They tend to hold the belief that poets past exist in the realms of between worlds, preserving and passing the old stories and songs forward, that they may be heard and retold. In truth, this falls in line with the explanations many authors give when asked where they get their ideas. For example, Stephen King has repeatedly held that he is merely a conduit for the stories he writes. It is through this transference that we achieve continuity via inspiration and encouragement from deity. In holding patronage over the home fires and cattle, Brigid watches over the cooking done in the home. By inviting her into one's home while preparing food, the meal is thus blessed and seen in her favor. The wholesome food provided gives sustenance and nourishment, which was especially vital to the early Celts, who had to endure harsh winters and lean times quite frequently. As someone who lives in a climate with extreme temperature swings, this speaks right to my core. The smith was regarded with great reverence in early Celt clans. Seen as being entrusted with sacred, magical knowledge, they were seen as having the ability to imbue special powers in steel through their ability to mold the elements of earth to their will, using strength, knowledge, and skill. In this way, the smith was seen akin to the makers of reality itself. In truth, the Celtic leaf blade was one of the most devastating weapons of its time, and their development of chainmail completely changed the combat strategies of the time. In her patronage of healing, Brigid reigns over healing, divination, and prophecy, as these subjects are seen as integral to health of body, mind, and spirit. Those who practiced healing in the days of the early Celts would gather plants and herbs, using them with the blessing of deity to aid their countrymen. Brigid would work through the diviners to aid with providing direction and balance to spiritual aspects of life. She is associated with burrowing animals such as snakes, hedgehogs, badgers, gophers, and marmots, which aid in divination of weather. In these aspects, she also watches over Celtic midwives and assists them in ensuring safe childbirth. Today, we worship Brigid by lighting candles, pouring offerings of milk and flowers, and inviting her into our home and spirit with good grace. Her blessing is seen in the new growth in spring, particularly that of hawthorn and shamrock. She is represented by her symbol, known as Brigid's cross, and the colors white, yellow, red, and dark blue. This is really just a brief rundown, so you can better understand the deity I have been working with, and I hope that you have found it valuable. I have been having some very moving personal growth and experiences since inviting Brigid into my life, and I am very thankful for her influence. I would not consider myself a devotee as such. I am still learning and adapting my practices. But I have been regularly lighting candles and giving her a small devotional time as often as I can. Well, those are my thoughts. I hope you've gotten something new from this video. If you have, and you stuck with me this far, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. I look forward to sharing my continuing journey with you all. For now, I'm the Exacto Guru, reminding you to be excellent to each other.